Hi guys, my name is Ashley and I'm a mom of 2 little girls. I have an almost 2.5-year-old named Kylie and I have a 5-month-old named Mia. As I've mentioned in previous videos in this series, doing Montessori at home with your young children is primarily about involving them in practical life activities. One of those types of activities in particular is something referred to in a Montessori environment as care of self. And I think the name of this one is pretty self-explanatory for what it involves. It is anything that your toddler is doing to take part in taking care of themselves. This typically involves activities like brushing their hair, brushing their teeth, washing their own hands, getting dressed, participating in bath time, things like that. And many of these things can be accomplished by simply providing your child with the tools that they need in order to make them happen. So from one busy parent to another, today I'm going to take you on a little tour of my toddler's bathroom so that you can see exactly how I have it set up to enable her to be independently successful in all of her care of self activities. So there's Kylie's room, there's Mia's room. She's taking a nap right now, and this is their bathroom. So let's just take a quick look inside the bathroom real quick. Here's like a little overview. Got the sink and the towel area here. Here's the toilet and the bathtub and shower fixture. So it's definitely not the biggest bathroom, but we are making do with the space that we have, and it's serving our purposes pretty well, I'd say. First off, I want to point out this step stool is probably one of the best investments for bathroom purposes, at least, that I have ever made. So this is the IKEA Beckham stool, and it's solid wood. It's super sturdy. It does not tip over very easily at all. I've never had that happen. And it's perfect for getting a toddler up to counter height. I think with a normal step stool that you would normally use like in front of a toilet, like the little plastic ones, those are not quite tall enough to get them up at the sink height. So this double step stool is perfect for that. And I love that it's wood, like I said, because it's really sturdy and I'm not worried about it falling over. I installed this step stool when Kylie started learning how to climb up onto things. That was the point at which I decided, like, okay, she's ready for a step stool. So we brought that in here. When she was younger, I did not leave it on the ground. I actually used to pick it up and put it right up here on the counter like this, because I didn't want her coming in here and climbing up on it before she was like really good at it and falling off of it by accident. So I used to keep it up out of her reach unless we were in here together using it. But now that she is 2.5 and she is very good at using this stool, it stays there permanently. As Mia gets a little bit older and I start having that concern again, I might start putting it back up there. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm gonna kind of feel it out. I know every kid is different, so that might not be an issue, but we'll see. So right now, that's where it lives, and it is very helpful. Kylie can get up to the sink. She's able to wash her hands. She can brush her teeth. She can floss. She can get a tissue, whatever she needs to do all by herself without me even helping her at all anymore. So speaking of some of the things that she does up here, I just wanted to show you guys a little of how I have it set up. So first off, there's a little towel here for her to dry her hands off on. This is like her teeth brushing station, I guess. So she's got her toothbrush right here. She does use an electric toothbrush. I was concerned at first about the fact that it was plugged in. I didn't want her playing with it, but she can't exactly reach all the way back there anyway, and she's never played with it. So I'm not really worried about it anymore. She didn't start using an electric toothbrush until this past Christmas, so she was not quite 2 years old yet. Before that, we just had this little cup with toothpaste and a manual toothbrush in there, but she prefers the electric toothbrush now, so that's what she uses. And in case anyone's interested, I do have her using the Tom's fluoride-free toothpaste, just so that she's not swallowing unnecessary amounts of fluoride, because she's not very good at spitting all the toothpaste out just yet. We're still working on that. So speaking of which, we do keep a cup here as well for her to fill up and practice rinsing and spitting into the sink after she brushes her teeth. But again, it's something that we're practicing, so I'm not ready to switch over to fluoride toothpaste until I know she's good with that. She also keeps her little flosser, floss pick thing right here. I do have her use it like 2 or 3 times before we toss it out, just because she doesn't have that many teeth that need flossing anyway, and I feel like it's a little bit of a waste. So she uses it a few times and then we throw it in the trash, and that's where she keeps it in the meantime so that she can get to it. She does brush by herself and floss by herself first, and then I go in afterward and help her just to make sure that everything is nice and clean. As far as washing her hands, she does use this regular little soap pump just like the rest of us would as adults. They do make smaller ones that are really good because they're like kid size, but she's never had a problem learning how to use one of these, and she does really well with it, so I never saw a reason to buy one. So she just has the regular soap pump. These faucets, she did have to learn how to turn back and forth to get them on and off by herself, and I did teach her which one was hot and which one was cold, which she knows very well now. I think with a more modern sink fixture, like the kinds that go up and down, it might be even easier to teach a kid to turn the water on and off by themselves. But with these old school knobs, it is a little bit harder, so it did take her some time to learn how to use them. But now at 2.5, she is pretty good at it and she knows how to do it by herself. I also keep a little box of tissues right here for her for cold season, or just, you know, if she needs to blow her nose or something. If she were actually sick and needing tissues constantly, then I actually move them over here so that she can get to them real quickly and not have to climb up on her stool every single time. But right now it's not cold season and we aren't using them as frequently, so they're just living there for the time being. Moving over here, you can see I just have a little picture, little side story. That's actually a picture that I painted with one of the dolphins that I worked with back when I was a dolphin trainer, and I've had it for years, but I thought it was really cute, so I hung it up in their bathroom. This is Mia's towel. Obviously it's up at adult height because Mia is not accessing her towel by herself just yet, so I'm just hanging it up there. And then Kylie's towel is down here. I just used one of these little plastic command hooks that sticks to the wall, and I put it down at her height so that she is able to get her towel on and off the wall when she is ready for it at bath time, which she does. Once Mia is a little bit older, I plan on installing a second hook, probably right here for Mia, so that she can do the same thing. But right now, Mia doesn't need it, so that's why it's up there. Moving this way, we have the toilet. So you can see that I do have a potty seat that is on top of the regular toilet lid. And then I've got the step stool right here so that Kylie can climb up and get on the potty by herself, which she does now, and it's awesome. This potty seat is actually just one that I picked up from IKEA, and the step stool is also from IKEA. It only comes in this yellow color, which honestly I'm not a huge fan of, but it's really sturdy and Kylie feels comfortable turning herself around on it to sit down, which was what was most important to me because I don't want her to feel unsure of herself and then accidentally fall off. I also keep the trash can kind of shoved right in there in the corner in case she needs to throw something out. It's really easy for her to get to right next to the toilet. And then our toilet paper roll thing is right here. So it's a nice cozy little nook corner. Everything is within easy reach for her, and that's really nice. Before she was using the big potty like this, I actually had one of the little IKEA potties. Right now it's in her room. Okay, so just for demonstration purposes, I went and grabbed it out of her room. So I had the little IKEA potty right here with a little basket that had, it wasn't this one, it was a different one, but I had a basket with some toilet paper and some fresh undies and some books in it. And for the longest time, that was the perfect setup for her. She wasn't ready to use the big potty yet, and that was fine by me. It was especially useful for potty training because anytime she had to go, she could just come in, sit herself down, get a book if she needed it. She had fresh undies right there. I think I even had a roll of toilet paper in the basket also so that she wouldn't have to get up and try to get it out of here. So this was a very convenient setup for her when she was potty training. Now that she is basically potty trained all except for nighttime, this no longer stays in here. She uses this potty during the daytime when we're up here, and then this one we keep in her room so that if she has to get up at night to pee, she can do that. So that's why this one is no longer living inside of the bathroom. Not to mention, I don't wanna like overly crowd this space. It's already pretty cramped as it is. So I wanna make sure that there's enough room for her to get up and onto the toilet without falling and tripping over something. Speaking of which, during bath time, I will actually pick up this stool and I will move it into this little empty space so that we have space for us to get in and out of the tub, and I can kind of sit here and help her get cleaned off. And then after bath time is over, I will put this stool right back where it was so that she has it there if she needs it. This little basket here is just full of some little bath toys, mask, things that she likes to use during bath time. In this corner of her bathtub, we keep some bubble bath, which as you can see, I'm running out of. I need to get some more of. I've got some body soap for Mia, as well as Mia's Cradle Cap shampoo. And then this little silicone squishy travel shampoo bottle is Kylie's. Kylie just uses the Aveeno soap. I'll show you guys in a minute where I keep that, but I fill this up for her. Looks like I need to get a little refill going here, but I fill this up for her, and then this is what she uses to participate in taking care of herself during bath time. So when it's time for her to wash her body, she'll come over to this little command hook that I added. She'll get her loofah, she'll grab the little soap, she'll squirt some for herself, and then wash her body with it. And then of course I always go in to make sure that she's clean after she's done. After we're done cleaning her body, then she uses uses that also for her hair as well. So, and she likes to practice kind of scrubbing it into her hair. She's still not a huge fan of having water dumped over her head. So we're working on that. It's been a work in progress for months now, but you can see we've got 2 little cups for rinsing hair out. They're just like old kitchen cups that we had from a long time ago, but I do have 2 of them. I used to just have the one, and she insisted on having her own cup. So now we have 2 cups in here. Over here, I have one of those little Skip Hop Moby faucet cover things, just so that she doesn't bonk her head on the metal faucet. And then this is the faucet that turns the water on and off, which she does not know how to do by herself. As she gets a little bit older, obviously I will teach her how to do that, but that's not in any time in the near future because I don't want her to burn herself with the water that comes out of there. When Mia takes a bath, I have one of these little baby bathtubs kind of hanging up on the wall right now. I've got it right here. She just sits right there. Kylie sits next to her. We take a bath. I take Mia out, and then Kylie has the rest of the bath to herself for the remaining time. I just hang this up out of the way, high up here, so that no one's banging their head on it getting in and out of the tub. This bathroom is equipped with a shower faucet, so when Kylie is a little bit older, she'll start taking showers, but as I already said, she does not like having water dumped over her head, so right now we are exclusively taking baths. I do have a little bath mat also from IKEA right here, just to help make sure that she doesn't slip when she climbs out of the tub. I do allow her to take her time getting out of the tub after every bath, and then, you know, we wrap her up in her towel and all is good. So one last thing I wanted to show you guys is what I store in the cabinets down here and the medicine cabinet up there. So in this side right here, I don't really have anything in here except for toilet paper because of the fact that the stool is in front of it. I don't want anything in there that I need to access frequently. So it's literally just toilet paper in there. These 2 drawers are just like little faux drawers. They don't open. And then on this side, the cabinets down here are just literally diapers and wipes. And then right here is some of Kylie's shampoo body wash, a little bit of coconut oil in case we need that. It gets kind of dry here where we live. And then some detangler spray for Kylie. No, there are no locks on these cabinets, and I've never had them locked because I don't keep anything that's like too dangerous down there. When Kylie was little, she did used to come in here and she would pull the diapers out and stuff, but honestly, it didn't really bother me. It was just another activity as far as I was concerned, with her opening and closing and in and out and whatever, and it didn't bother me. So I'm planning to leave them unlocked if Mia is interested in doing the same types of things as she gets a little bit older. I'm just noticing, I didn't mention this yet, there is carpeting in this bathroom and linoleum. This is definitely like an older bathroom. We have not remodeled it yet, and I'm actually super grossed out that there is carpet in here. It's the same way in our master bathroom. This is something that I want to replace, so does my husband, but we are not ready to remodel the bathrooms yet. So right now it is what it is, and I just try my best to keep Kylie over here when she's wet so that the carpet isn't getting really gross, and it does get vacuumed very regularly. So it's very clean, all things considered, but yeah, carpet not exactly my favorite thing to have in a bathroom. And then these drawers up here literally only contain things that Kylie needs for bath time. So she's got a little thing of baby Q-tips. This is Mia's little baby hairbrush. This is Kylie's little detangler wet brush because her hair gets kind of naughty sometimes. Some baby lotion. Again, it's really dry, so I think we lotion pretty much every night after bath here. And then a little comb for her hair to make her part look nice. So this drawer, same situation. There's literally nothing in it except for a little tray with some of her hair clips and hair ties and a little headband that she wears on occasion, and that's it. So I really aim not to keep anything dangerous in any of these drawers or cabinets because I know that the kids are going to go through them and I don't want them to get hurt. Up here in the medicine cabinet, the top level here is just all of her medicines. I've got some extra toothpaste that came with her electric toothbrush, some ibuprofen, Tylenol, gas relief for Mia, cough drops, some vapor rub stuff. So basically all the medicine. I also keep some extra nose Frida hygiene filter things up here and one of these little toothpaste thingies for it goes on the toothpaste if you've never seen one, but that's an extra one there. And then her nail clippers, a little extra toothbrush head, the thermometer for when they're sick, some of Kylie's little hair ties that we use all the time. This is also our guest bathroom when people come over, so I've just got some stuff for guests to use. And then Vaseline for Kylie's bloody noses that she gets every night. We put that in her nose now and it seems to be helping. And then These are some of the extra floss picks that I use. I just buy them at the grocery store, and we keep all the extras in here until she needs a new one. And then over here on the door, I just have like a little medicine chart so that I know how much to give them based on their weights, just in case I can't remember. So that's the medicine cabinet. I've never had an issue with Kylie like climbing up here and opening the medicine cabinet by herself. If that ever did happen, then I would install one of those like little child-proof lock things on it, I guess. But again, I've never had that issue, so I'm not too worried about it, to be totally honest. I know a lot of people are probably wondering about the step stool and the sink and worried about water play. And just to quickly answer that question, yeah, in the beginning, she was very excited about it and constantly wanted to play in the sink. So what I would do just to kind of help mitigate that excitement and desire is I would come sit on the floor in here with her while she climbed up there. We'd fill up the sink, she'd have a little bit of playtime, and then when she was over it, we'd drain the water and be done with it. Now that she is older, she doesn't have a desire to really do that anymore, so it's not really a big deal. It's kind of just like a phase that had to pass. So if that's something that you're worried about, try not to worry too much. Yes, they are excited about it, and yes, it does happen in the beginning, but eventually they do learn that the sink is for hand washing, and it's really not that big of a deal after a while. So that is my toddler's Montessori bathroom setup. It is by no means fancy, but it is definitely functional, and Kylie is able to use it to be independent in all of her care of self activities while she's in there. And ultimately, that's what's most important, because even though I'm her parent and I absolutely do not mind helping her with any of the tasks that she's able to do by herself, most often I find that she likes to be able to do them by herself. So it gives me great pleasure to know that I've set up her environment for her to make that possible. If you guys have any questions about some of the things that you saw in Kylie's bathroom, or you're wondering why I have it set up a certain way and perhaps I didn't talk about that, then please leave me a comment down below. And if you liked today's video, then please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Just in case you're new to my channel, I did want to let you know that this video is part of a larger series called Montessori at Home, which is aimed at providing practical tips and advice for busy parents like you and I for implementing Montessori philosophies at home with your children. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in learning more about, then you might consider subscribing to my channel so that you don't miss a new video, because I do upload a new one just like this one every single week. Thanks so much for watching today, and I'll see you next time.